There is a growing trend of children and other family members' children taking the mantle of leadership in their parents' churches at the demise of the founder. A new generation with a different view and mindset, you will say. Though some believe it is wrong, others think church is a business and should be run as such. Clearview's correspondent takes a look at the growing trend of leadership tussle, which tends to pitch church members against themselves. The report.
Children of pastors who are proprietors of their churches, yes, they have every right to take over because church is a business.
In the Jewish tradition, God had ordained a house for his service. Typically, the elders of the family inherit the duties of leadership. It was so in the case of Eli and his sons, Hophni and Phinehas. Though the sons later deviated from service to God, inheriting the mantle of leadership and worshiping God by sons and other family members did not start today. The Bible has many such references, so nothing new in that outside Christianity. Children take after the career of their parents in football, in arts, singing, acting, business, and politics, and lots more.
Nowadays, it's not like that. That time, there were no proprietors of churches. Proprietors of churches were organizations, they were groups, like the Orthodox churches, Anglican, Methodist, African, Catholic, not owned by anybody. But if I have a church now and I pass on to glory, who do you want me to put there? Oyedepo is the owner of Winners Chapel. His son will take over. Baba Adeboye is not the owner of Redeem, so the son cannot take over. Pastor Odukoya, the son has to be there. Of course, who do you want to put there? Another person's child? This thing is business. Church is business.
While the Odukoya name is big to attract mention, this practice of succeeding founders of churches by sons and daughters happens even in many smaller churches. It is not new and very common, as in the case of Joel Austin, Sarah T.D. Jakes, and now Jimmy Odukoya, all who inherited mantle from their parents.
Where we started getting it wrong, when world economy started dwindling, people were looking for various ways to make money. And of course, you will agree with me that church is a very beautiful way to make money. More so, if you are an expert at quoting copiously from the holy books, the best business you can do in this world is a business that is solving problems of humanity. If I enter the church with headache and I'm living without headache, God has done it for me, and the pastor is laying claim that he did it, and I am foolish enough to agree, so be it. He has solved my problem. So the man has become, and I will now be going there and be pumping money there. I will tell you what is going on in many churches now. If you are head of choristers, you are a pastor. If you happen to be a retired soldier or a retired policeman, you will head security, you are a pastor. If you are very good in organizing, they know that maybe you have a business of organizing events. You will be in charge of protocol in the church, you are a pastor. So that is why you have pastors all over the whole place in many churches.
It's only proper that somebody that was part of the conceptualization should take over at the demise of the parents. I want to believe such children, especially whether children or the wife, must have been groomed to take over the mantle of leadership. So, and another thing again, these days churches are registered, say, under the Corporate Affairs Commission. They have their trade name, they have their trademark, and whoever is taking over must have been known right from the onset. So it's only proper that somebody that has been groomed from the beginning, whether the child or the wife or the husband, takes over at the death of the owner of the church.
Business or not, the church is not the vehicle that takes anyone to heaven. It's a place of worship and learning. An individual relationship with God and beliefs are what guarantees heaven. Clearview wishes the new kids on the block the best, even as others are being prepared to take over mantles of leadership. Florence Joshua reporting for Clearview News Desk.